Hello and welcome to my Let's Play / stream of Star Trek Online. This is part 41 of my TOS era tactical officer. We're about to undertake fluid dynamics, which is the last mission in the Borg Advance, excluding the task force mission, which I'll do off stream, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm just going to do my usual messing about. And then we'll pick up the mission and we'll get crack-a-lacking. Right. Okay. So, I'm not doing any of that, and here we go, Borg Advanced and Fluid Dynamics. The data you recovered from the Borg Q indicates that the Borg have established a foothold in Undine space. The Undine seem to have very little distinction between alien races, so it's quite possible that the Borg presence in their home is causing their aggressive behaviour. We cannot afford a fallout war with the Undine. Their biotechnology surpasses even our own most advanced technology. Therefore, we have assembled an expedition to remove the Borg presence from fluidic space. We found a system where the fabric of the two dimensions are breaking down. That this is our best shot to creating a stable quantum singularity. The expedition will include the USS Voyager, commanded by Admiral Tuvok. He has analysed the data you received from the Borg cube and is confident that he can create an artificial singularity. Your orders are to cross into fluidic space with Voyager, locate the Borg and remove them if possible. Avoid contact with the Undine. They will have the advantage and you will end up in a fight you cannot win. Yeah, well, I'll be the judge of that. So, accept the mission. We are already here at the CUDA system, so pop over here and let's begin. Fluidic dynamics. Yeah, so that's a new event that's going on, to hell with honour. I'm going to cover that on some point, probably check out a TFO Friday and I'll probably have done it. So, CUDA system, and let's go and rendezvous with the USS Voyager. This might also be the last mission with this ship.
Welcome to the CUDA system. I am Admiral Tuvok of the USS Voyager. I will provide tactical assistance on this mission.
It's a privilege, Admiral. I studied your exploits at Voyager at the Starfleet Academy. Now, I would have appreciated it if they wouldn't have done that, because my character is actually from the 23rd century. I know Daniel said that you have integrated me into the future, and it's like their things. It's like the exploits of Starfleet Academy, but even so, it'd be like, because they have established that Tuvok was around in the 2280s, so he would have recognised my character from my time on my ship. No, we might have even been at Starfleet Academy together. You never know. But it's a privilege, Admiral. I studied your exploits. I studied the exploits of Voyager at Starfleet Academy.
Thank you. Your meteoric rise through the ranks is well known to me as well. Sensors indicate the division between normal and fluidic space is thinner here, making crossing much easier. The Undine have used this location in the past. We will use it now. The majority of the fleet will remain here to protect this area. Our team will enter fluidic space, Locate and then survey the Borg presence there. If possible, we will destroy it. When you are ready, Voyager will open the singularity.
Open the singularity, Admiral Tuvok. Now, what have we got here? The RKS Kizani, the USS Venture, the USS Stardancer, USS Pinta, the IIRW Ariar, and the Voyager itself. Now, they take their sweet bloody time, these guys. They don't like to travel at full impulse. So this is going to take some bloody time, unfortunately.
We have made a successful transition into fluidic space. Unlike our own, this dimension is filled with an organic fluid. The main indigenous life form is species 8472. Sensors are detecting a Borg signature nearby. Your vessel will take the lead in the investigation. We will follow.
Acknowledged. We will take point and find the source of the signal. So we are being affected by a wave-like current in fluidic space, which is causing our ship to move involuntarily. I wish we had more time to study this phenomenon. Acknowledged. Always the scientist, aren't you, Tamet? Although she's actually a doctor. Yeah, they do not move at full impulse. If I jump at full impulse, it'll take them ages to catch up. So we're travelling along at full speed, unfortunately. Yeah, it's probably going to be the last mission. The last story arc I'm going to be using this ship. I've maxed out the mastery on this ship, so it's time to move on. Don't know what I'm going to be using next. Something. Major go-to would probably be one of the pilot escorts. I do like the pilot escorts. I can't do anything about those messages, unfortunately. There's no way to turn them off. And they're put there to entice you to get the boxes. Up to you if you want to do it. It's some kind of Borg device, so I recommend we approach it and get a closer scan. It's been fun flying this Lafayette. I mean, when I started it was pretty terrible. I might keep it. Here we are, so we're going to scan the Borg device and see what the Borg are up to. Up to something. Let's scan the Borg device. Scans indicate that this is an interplexing beacon, so the Borg must not be able to transmit their subspace frequencies as easily through the organic fluid that encompasses fluidic space. These arrays are boosting the signal to allow communication with the collective in normal space. This means we should be able to follow these beacons to the Borg foothold here. Set course for the next beacon. I do like the fluidic space. I wish there was more missions in fluidic space. Yeah, I think I know what the next ship will be. Well, this is a destroyer. I think it's time we jump to a battle cruiser. Probably the best battle cruiser on the Starfleet side, which a lot of people brag about, will probably be the Baran battle cruiser. In honor of the USS Baran, which was Captain Lorca's ship in Discovery. For those who don't give a crap about Discovery. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not driving very fast. It's mainly because all these ships that are supposed to be backing us up, if I jump forward and get ambushed, then they won't be here to back me up. It's not the only time that they're... Anyway, interplexing beacon number 2. Data acquired, sir. There appear to be a total of 5 interplexing beacons in the sequence. The next one is just ahead. Set course for the next beacon. I don't think this console can be used on any... It actually can. So I can use that on other ships, because I thought it's because this has got those 3 pods. Kind of understandable why it's got it. Yeah, so our next ship, it's going to take forever to get there, will be this bad boy. Yeah, see all the ships that I own, which is pretty much every ship in the game. Will be that. The Baran Dreadnought, Command Dreadnought. I'm not sure. I think that's an engineering ship. Lieutenant Tactical, Lieutenant Commander Tactical, Commander Engineering, Lieutenant Commander Science, Lieutenant Universal. I could turn that into a tactical ship. It doesn't have a command seat. So maybe I was misreading it, because that's not a yeah, sorry, that's a little view of the Zen store, because there's not much going on out here. I mean, we're just travelling towards interplexing beacon, dragging along a fleet of ships, and it's taking for a fucking ever. Don't think I'll be flying a Dreadnought, because that would not make much sense. I could get it to work, but brand new Dreadnought might be too much. I think I'm pretty sure there is a battle cruiser. I'll go and look, but I'll do that off stream. But there you got a glimpse of my sea store stuff. Pretty much I have every tier 6 ship you can purchase. And don't have the bank manager. Admiral, this beacon appears to be picking up a subspace transmission from within Fludic Space with a Starfleet signature. Recommend we investigate it, sir. It could be a ship in distress. Agreed. Set intercept calls for the source of the signal.
We've been examining the data on the interplexing beacons, and we believe we may have discovered a vulnerability in the Borg subspace carrier wave technology. If it's acceptable to you, I would like the Venture to remain here and run some tests while you investigate the signal. We may not get another opportunity.
That is acceptable. We will investigate the signal while the Venture remains here. signal is over there. It's nice that they have updated, yeah. They have updated the Voyager's texture. It's nice. So I didn't think that the Baran was actually a dreadnought. I must be thinking of another ship. The Gagarin. The Gagarin, that's the one I was thinking of. The Gagarin Miracle Worker Battle Cruiser. Probably what we'll use next. Or we could use the legendary Kelvin. Run around with the old JJ prize. I think I'll say the JJ prize for something else. I think I covered the legendary JJ prize in the thing. And I could actually get a Kelvin Timeline Destroyer. I have actually got that, one of those boxes there, which I could open up the another destroyer, which is a Kelvin Timeline Destroyer. I haven't opened it yet. Saving it. Don't know why. I have to have a think, because once I get to tier 6 and once I get to tier level 5 with the thing, there's not much point in having the ship anymore. There is the Defiant though. I have to think. I have to have a think now. I think this is a tactical mistake leaving the Venture on its own. Admiral Tuvok should have called that one out. Should have been left there with a guard. Another ship. And that big old fucking Romulan vessel might have been able to back it up. The outer. Like that, our wake is rippling. It's a nice effect. Alright. Now after this, of course, I'll be going to do the Fairy Prime story, extended story, and then we'll be doing New Romulus. Should be a fun-filled adventure. We'll get there now, you know. Plenty of missions to go.
This landmass is unique in fluidic space. It is not a planet by Starfleet definitions. If I had to categorize it, I would say it is similar to the coral reefs found in Earth's oceans. Ground itself is a framework for living creatures. Fascinating. We are detecting a number of ships in the area. Starfleet, Klingon Defense Force, Romulan Republic, even Ferengi and Cardassian. Most species from the Alpha and Beta quadrants appear to be represented.
There seems to be a starship graveyard over here. Could get that. I do have that. That's a Manticore, the USS Star Dancer. It's a Manticore destroyer, same as the USS USS Chimera, under the command of Captain Nog. Curious. These ships have identical configurations to ships found in the Alpha and Delta, but in the Alpha and Beta quadrants. But they cannot have been constructed there. I'm detecting alloys that are not used in standard ship construction. Run a analysis. Aye, sir. Running analysis now. The alloys correspond to technology found on Iconia and in recovered Iconian technology. But why would the Iconians make fake ships? I intend to find out. So I'm detecting some kind of gateway opening and a huge fleet coming through on screen. Those they must be more Iconian frauds. Landine is destroying them. So we're picking up an incoming distress call from USS Venture on screen.
Captain Simmons to Voyager. The Borg are here. We're taking heavy fire and need immediate assistance.
Tactical facepalm. Set course for the Venture, maximum speed. I'm not heading towards the Venture there, numbnuts. That's towards the Venture. I'll check if I'm actually right while we venture back to the USS Venture. They don't actually have the USS Stardate, so I'll have to go to memory beta. There it is. Typhoon class battleship. I got it wrong. It's a Typhoon class. Don't think you can actually fly that. I don't think you can fly the Typhoon. Could be wrong. Alright, some escape pods over there. I'm sorry she's taking for fucking ever, I do apologise. Dr. Cooper was in an escape pod, Captain. He wants to speak with you. Patch him through.
I never should have come on this mission. I'm a scientist, not an explorer. Take me out of this awful place right now.
Calm down for a second and talk to me. What happened?
The Borg attacked and we had to abandon ship. We were floating here, waiting, and then Undine. They came out of nowhere, tore through us like tissue paper. We shouldn't have invaded their space. They're so strong. We're weak. Please take me out of here.
What about Captain Simmons? She's not in escape pods.
I don't know. It all happened so fast. She insisted on being the last one to leave the ship. I don't even know if she made it out alive. Now, can we leave?
I'm sorry, Dr. Kipper, we have a mission to complete. So, the captain, as is tradition with... So would like to have flown that Typhoon. Looks like a nasty piece of work, that ship. Oh well. Yeah, it's definitely not a flyable ship. That's a shame. I think it's time we sped this up a bit, because it's taking fucking ever, and a lot of things to do. Beacon scans. Coordinates for the final beacon have been downloaded. This beacon is handling a significant amount of traffic, sir. The last beacon should give us information we need. It'll catch up eventually, but not really enough. It's just taking too bloody long. This is the final beacon after according to the Borg fleet. We're very close. Shield up, proceed with caution.
The Borg presence is much larger than we anticipated. Nevertheless, our orders are to remove as much of it as possible. Voyager will follow your lead.
Acknowledged. We're going in. Okay. Now we go some Borg bashing. Now they've activated their bloody...
Is that a Borg human? It's enormous!
I admit that it is an impressive structure.
Rear shield
Yeah. Fact the damage is coming from my Romulan buddy there.
diamond is jamming our deflector arrays. We must destroy it before we can retreat.
Diamonds are forever. Undine are coming. Diamond is... oh shit.
Hull integrity below 55%.
Especially when that activates that feedback pulse. Essentially what it's doing is it's firing all my weaponry back at me.
Opening singularity now. I recommend an immediate withdrawal.
I concur with that. I concur with that notion, Admiral. I concur. Let's get the fuck out of here. Post haste. Underlay, underlay. Yeah, those Borg aren't going to last very long. And those things, those Unimatrix ships are tough cookies to crack. But that is the end of the Borg Advance Story Arc. We'll get some pats on the back and give Dr. Cooper over to the Admiral. And we're going to head on our merry way.
We need to report to Starfleet Command immediately. We thought that the Undine were responding to a Borg incursion into their space, but it now appears that the Iconians, or some entity posing as them, has created false Alpha and Beta Quadrant ships and sent them into fluidic space. Clearly, the Undine attacked us because they thought we attacked them first.
That would be the case. Starting with the bad news, I see.
There is some good news. The spread of the Borg nanovirus has halted, and thanks to the Doctor's research, we should be able to prevent future planets from being assimilated in this manner. The Borg will adapt in time, but we have also stopped them from transmitting the technique for Undine assimilation to the collective. It is possible they could learn how to do so again. We will need to remain vigilant.
What about the Borg in fluidic space?
The Borg in fluidic space were forced to retreat, and logic suggests it will be quite some time before they trouble the Undine again. The end of the Borg attacks in their home might stop the Undine advance into our space. But if the Iconians continued to trick Species 8472 with false incursions, they could decide to invade ours in retaliation.
What happens now?
Voyager will take Dr. Cooper and the other survivors back to Earth. I suggest that we all confer with our fleet commanders to determine the next course of action. We have not seen the last of the Undine.
Understood. Until next time, Admiral. So that's fluidic dynamics done. Are you ready to depart the system? I am. Yes, that is a Typhoon class battle cruiser. Unfortunately, it was never made a playable vessel for us. Not even a mirror version was available, so it's a shame. Looks nice. So let's speak with Captain Nicholas Martin. Here we are. We may not have been able to remove the Borg presence in Fluidic Space, but it looks like the Undine will. Hopefully this will end their aggressiveness. Nice handlebar beard, by the way. However, I find your reports of false flag ships in Fluidic Space troubling. If the Arcones are trying to trick the Undine into believing that we're invading their space, it could explain everything that happened. Unfortunately, it only means that the Undine may be prompted into an invasion of their own, and if that happens, our entire dimension will be at risk. So we get some Undine marks, adaptive transphasic torpedo, which will damage the Borg. That's that sign on there. That's what it means. It means it's an anti-Borg weapon, and that's damage times 3. And we're going to get some dilithium ore, some anti-proton gear, which I don't need, and we've completed the mission. So when we return, which will be in part 42, yep, 42, we'll be doing another of the incoming house. We'll be doing the Cold War story arc, where we're going to help out the ferry. We've received a request for aid from the Deferi, a warp-capable species in the Alpha Quadrant. They are located in the Cardassian space and have reported several attacks on their shipping. Since the Deferi are not technologically sophisticated as the Federation, they are asking for help. We should assist them, head out there and see what you can do. Also, we'll have a new ship. I'll have a perusal through my vast array of ships. Probably be a battle cruiser of some sort.
Though we've beaten them before, the Borg continue to be one of the greatest threats that the Federation has ever faced. We have reports of Borg ships constructing massive gateways in some remote star systems. We aren't sure what they are building or why, but we can't let the Borg gain a foothold in our quadrant. The assimilation of entire worlds is too great a danger. Join a task force operation to investigate and combat the current Borg activities on the operations codenamed Infected, Cure, or Khitomer Accord.
Yeah, so I have to accept that, and yeah, so we'll be doing the Cold War story arc, starting on Defari Prime. It's a nice little site thing, and then after that we'll be doing the stuff on New Romans, which is the next, yeah, which is after this. So it's a nice break from before we do the monotony that is New Romans, and it is a monotonous thing. Basically, New Romulus and the Dominion and the Sononate Dyson Spear, they're basically just demonstrations, Archer's missions of just saying, hey, this is a battle area, do you like it? And it's like, yeah, no, I don't. New Romulus is, yeah, it's fun for epoch stuff when they send you there, but other than that, it's not real much point. Dyson Sphere is active as always, but yeah, these two are kind of like break up with all the real meat and potatoes of the Delta Quad on my videos, you know, with their banana, currently running around with banana avatars, but yeah, and also thumb up would be most appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and may the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Ciao.